Ooh. All right, guys, welcome to today's episode. Um, Sorry for the late little intro. We both have to figure out the specs and what's going on with the camera, just so you can see me all clear and nice and picture perfect. But yes, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to today's episode. Let's give a round of applause. Let's say welcome. We're happy to be here. Today's topic is going to be about the future. I know most of y'all like the future, what we got to do with the future. We're in the present right now. Most of us really can't imagine the future and what's going to go on. But I'm here to talk about it because I think the future it's very, interesting of what's to come. Even though I have no clue of what is going to come, I'm excited to see how things are going to be. Every day we wake up, that's the future. So, future. Yeah, so I think the future is going to be very scary. I don't know if you guys are very much in tune with what's going on in the world right now, but I think the future it's very it's very scary, shall I say. It's very, oh my gosh, like wow. Quite mind blowing, shall I say. But before I continue, I want to quick little public service announcement. If you guys are Playboi Carti fans, he just dropped. The world is saved. Playboi Carti has dropped. He has released his album. It's been about like 19 years since we've been waiting, but he's dropped. Quite a banger. I think on a good 10 scales, I'll give like a 7.5. That's just me. Other people might suggest differently, but I think, it's good. There's some hit or misses, but I think overall, well done. Let me continue. Yeah, I'm scared of life and what's to come. I feel as though, Mother Nature and the gods above us, they're waiting. They got it written down of when the world's going to make a quick 360 turnaround. Like, it's ridiculous what's happening right now. I think it's absolutely crazy in terms of people who have no jobs. The amount of times that people work and still can't afford to buy simple things. The fact that, Elon Musk is basically taking over the world. So I say Elon Musk is apparently more powerful than we even realize. But I digress because I can't really stop Elon Musk. I don't think any of us can really do nothing to stop that because, it's out of our hands. But, again, the future is looking very scary. But I shall say there's some good things that I'm excited for, like music and, of course, my future. I believe it's just going to be bright. I believe the future is going to be as powerful and as shining as the sun. It's going to be top notch. But that really depends on how this goes. I need y'all to be locked in with me so this could be the future. But yeah, I can't get, I can't fathom, I can't understand how, crazy the future is looking in terms of simple stuff, grocery prices, gas prices, education. I found out that going to college, graduating, getting your degree doesn't even mean anything. At the same point, it's like you could have just gone, graduated high school, and be on the same page as somebody who graduated college. It's like you're almost in the same world. At this point, they want you to have 50,000 hours of experience to get just an entry-level job while having a college degree. And it's like, I get what they're saying. You need to have some understanding of what the job is asking for, but what do they expect? Who just has 50,000 hours or more, or even around that, to just go into some field of work while, going to school, learning how to understand their degree, and everything else that comes into place with that? I don't get it. I don't understand. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. But again, the world is going crazy. I think everybody's losing their minds with these ridiculous standards in terms of, why do you think I myself are going to pay $9 for some eggs? $9? $9 used to be able to give me a sandwich, bag of chips, a drink, and a cookie. Maybe even more. $9 used to be able to give me my breakfast and lunch. Now you're telling me to get some eggs, it's $9? That if I wanted to get a standard grocery list of eggs, milk, bread, salt, pepper, and some condiments and other stuff for the fridge, I'm almost spending $300. Don't know what that was, but kind of scared the Jesus out of me. But yeah, all those things cost $300. And mind you, I'm not even saying like I'm shopping at like the most expensive stores. I'm not shopping at no Trader Joe's. I'm not shopping at no Erewhon, even though that I think that's not even here in the Jersey. But I'm shopping at a local store, a Walmart, or maybe even a Target, even though they don't like, you know. But the local stores, I still got to spend a check and a half and more to just get simple stuff. Today I went outside and I got myself what did I get? I think like simple little household, like some snacks. I also some snacks and some Hawaiian punch, like the mini pack. It was close to $8. And mind you, I got a bag of chips, pack of fruit roll-ups, and somehow a small little pack of Hawaiian punch. $8. That used to cost me three and some change. $8 blows my mind because inflation is scary. Inflation is real. I need y'all to pay attention. I need y'all to understand. Future is looking very horrific. Nah, I'm sorry. That's not what I would say. But it's looking like y'all better be in tune with what's going on because it's real. It's going to catch up for you now. Like, things like ketchup are more expensive than they used to be. I don't know how much it costs because I don't like ketchup. You know, hit me if you want, but I think ketchup is a terrible condiment. But I know for a fact that that's probably gone up by like $2-3. It's become a crisis. And me, again, being a low-income student, me being a low-income worker, a very, very small in the bracket of anything, that's hard to just afford or just live. And I just think, why would they make life so hard? Why do they continue to make it such a challenge? And then again, I come here and I think, you know why? Because the world is full of money-hungry people. Too much money-hungry people. Like, you can have money, but there's always those people that want more money on top of the money that they have just sitting there collecting dust. Like, what's the point? What is the purpose of having more money and then doing nothing with the money? You want more money to just have, to just look at, to stare at? It just blows my mind. And then it comes and it bites me and the people of my, bracket of income people, bites us in the ass. Bites us in the ass. And it just makes life harder than it needs to be. I can't understand. I literally don't get it. I literally cannot put it to words. Like, it's so mind-boggling how it continues to become worse and worse each year. And of course, I like to think like, things will get better, things will become even easier. But then it never turns out that way. Because years and years gone by, we have to go through the whole epidemic of gas being $6 a gallon. Then gas dropped. Now, grocery prices are up. But gas is still within the same range. Now it's like, gas is basically going nowhere, but everything else is just increasing and increasing and increasing, and everything else is becoming more expensive. And I was like, at this point, where am I going to live? Am I going to have to live in a box? Like, will I have to be in a box on the side corner? I hope not. But that's what they're looking like. I know rent, I don't even have an apartment. I don't have a place to worry about paying rent per se. But I know they say rent, the average amount of rent for like a one-bedroom apartment anywhere is about $1,800 a month. So let's really think about that. $1,800 a month. I don't know if y'all are the big money like people. I don't know if y'all jobs are paying y'all what y'all deserve, but $1,800 a month, like, basically, if you round that up, that's two bands a month, plus everything else that you got to go into when having an apartment, and the jobs that are out there in the market. It's like, who's affording that? To those who do it, I pat y'all on the back. I want to say, y'all are a real inspiration. Make me believe that I can do it too. But then again, I have to sit down and be realistic. Like, I don't make enough. I'm a low-income college student. I don't make enough to go to college, and pay for rent. That's the reason why here I am in my house garage. But again, those who do it, proud of y'all. Wish I could be like you. Y'all are a real inspiration. Y'all my motivation to become like y'all. But me and working the minimum wage job that I work, I'm not gonna make enough to afford no 800 apartment. I wouldn't even afford. I don't even know. I can't afford anything, so to speak. One, because I don't get paid enough. Two, I can't find a better job because the market's terrible. Three, well, I don't know if I'll ever find a job that will be reasonable, that will, I don't know, appeal to my liking. So, I'm kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place. It's a hard world we live out here. And I just think it's going to get even harder. But, I have faith in things will turn around. I have faith that, things will become better. It's just up from here. We've hit the rock bottom. Now we just go up. That's what I like to believe. That's what I'm going to believe. That's the model I'm going to push. Up from here. If y'all want that on a t-shirt, just let me know. Yeah. As far as everything else, it's like buying a car, hard. School, hard. Like, simple just healthcare, hard. All that stuff, hard. And I'm just like, the future is where? Where is the future gonna? Where's it gonna take us? That's the thing that just has me mind blown. Because I want to believe that it's just gonna be great and wonderful for the future. But I'm in my early 20s. I haven't really experienced life, but I'm low-key wondered, is it the life that I'm going to imagine, or is it going to be one that I'm going to fear? And I know y'all know, or y'all are thinking the same thing, like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen in the next couple years from now? I'll let you know what's going on with me. I'll graduate college, and I'll be looking for a job. Hopefully I find a job that pays well, and I can keep me, out of this garage. And y'all can see a different, environment, a different background. You won't have to still see the black backdrop in the garage right here. Hopefully I'll have a studio. Hopefully I'll have a place where I can call it the podcast sanctum, or the podcast dome, or just an area for the podcast. But who knows? Well, I know me getting that college degree ain't gonna do nothing. Might not even give me a shot in the door. But we can hope. We can believe. We can stay positive. And wish for the best. As far as everything else, I just want to say, don't, dread too much of the future. Don't let it be all that you think of. You do want to also, live in the present, enjoy the life that's now. But I want y'all to just keep in here. Keep in the mental of what the future holds. Because I know y'all know who's running the country right now. I'm not going to say his name. We don't gotta get real political out here, but y'all know who he is. And he's made a lot of changes. A lot of big, he's enforced a lot of new things that are coming and really changing the way of American life. A lot of people have their if, ands, and buts about what he says and what he's doing. I don't want to get too political, but I just don't know what's going on there. I don't know where the connection is being missed. Like, I don't see how it's for the better for the people. Again, that's just me. I don't have to agree, but I digress. I know the next couple of years are going to be the ones that we're trying to figure out now. We're trying to get ourselves prepped for what's to come. All I can say is, your boy has no clue what to do. Your boy is about as lost as it can come. But here he has school and this and a job that's keeping him, in the positive limelight. Besides that, not much going on. Besides that, your boy is quite lost. And y'all can't blame me. You gotta understand that. I don't know much about the future. And I know y'all don't know much about it either, but Some of y'all have already did the planning. Some of y'all have already prepped about what y'all gonna do tomorrow, next weekend, the months after on. Even probably what you're gonna do after graduating high school, college, whatever. I don't even have that. I have nothing. One, because I can't really plan for the unseeable. I can't plan for what I don't know is to come. Two, I kind of like to live life. I feel the pressure of trying to understand and manage the future before it's even here is gonna stress your boy out. I don't need that. I should do some thinking because it's always good to have a plan for the future. It's always good to just have some idea of what's to be. All I know is like college, finish college, get a new job. That's all I have as of right now. Sure, that's probably terrible because I know some of y'all already have y'all 401ks planned out. You already got your retirement fund. You already got like what you're gonna do for the next 15 years. Y'all got it planned out, so to speak. Y'all have when you want to get married, the whole shebang. I don't have none of that. But then again, that's like, not but it's like I'm not hating, no hate, but I just think it's better if I just live in the moment. Because then if the future comes, I can roll with it. Because I might have a plan, but who's to say all that stuff goes down the plan? Again, I'm not hating. I'm not a hater. But I'm just saying, sometimes those plans don't go accordingly. Plans don't always go as they should. And that's all right. But I don't want to plan for the unplannable, so to speak. I can't plan for the unplannable because I don't know what's to come. But again, those of you who basically got it down to the what you're going to do tomorrow, how you can do next week and next month and the years after that, good for you. I hope all that stuff happens. I believe in y'all. I have faith in y'all that you're going to make it happen. But that's just not my forte. That's not my type of thing. I don't think that will work for me. And I want y'all to know, it's okay. You could be like me, or you could be like the other people that have those things scheduled out. It's okay to have no knowledge of what's going on. Most of y'all are young. You're young. You're in your youth. It's good to just experience life and not have to so much worry about the future. But don't technically skip over it. Don't just be like, you know what, the future's going to come. Who cares? No. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you to not so much focus on it, but do have it in mind of like, okay, this is my plan for the rest of my life, or this is my plan for what I want to do at some point. Doesn't mean you have to have it exactly like in year 2030, I'm going to have my own business, or year 2035, no. But just be like, have a general consensus of what you want to do in the years come. Because there's nothing wrong with it. It's good. It helps balance your life out. Helps with everything else going on. As far as I could say about, what's to come, I'm just going to assume that everything will somewhat even itself out. Because that's how I think life is. Life is all about balance. So I'm assuming at some point there will be a balance. There'll be a balance on, the justice system, balance on fairness and equality, balance on like pricing for a lot of stuff. Gas prices will probably stay where they're at, maybe go just a little bit, maybe like 10, 15 cents. Groceries, I'm hoping will drop. Because again, $9 for some eggs? $9. $9. Like, $9 for some eggs is insane. A box of cereal is about $4. That's also insane. That doesn't make sense. The simplest things are some of the most expensive things. Same thing with clothing. Clothing, I would say about stays the same. I'm a man of thrifting. I love to thrift. I said it before, it's my hobby. But I know prices for a lot of like jeans, shirts, and everything has skyrocketed. Sweatpants. But then again, everybody out there is almost on their clothing brand grind. So there's multiple places you can go to find some jeans, some pants, some clothes, some whatever. So I think within that realm, it probably will stay relatively the same. $50 for a pair of pants, $4 for some sweats, like a whole sweatsuit, or maybe a little bit more, depending on whoever you decide to, spend your money with. But the world is scary. The future is looking very scary. Just because I don't know. I can't even really give you a fair enough explanation of why it's scary. I just feel like it's scary. It's already scary as it is. The past couple months since the new year started, there's so much that's going on, and we're just like, wow, what's going to happen here? Like inflation, tariffs, overpriced on groceries, like whatever else is going on in the world, it is absolutely ridiculous. And the future is far beyond what I guess most of us start from watching movies, from watching like to TV shows. Everybody's talking about, oh my gosh, the future is gonna be fantastic. We're gonna have the flying cars. We're gonna have like the hoverboard. We're gonna have like jetpacks. Who knows? Sure, those things may come out, but us right here, we're not gonna own any of it. Flying car. I'm pretty sure if it was the first flying car, it's gonna cost a good $2 million. Last time I checked, I'm far beyond a millionaire. I'm not even a 100,000aire. I'm barely a 10,000aire. Barely. So, flying car, out of the picture. Jetpack, out of the picture. Hoverboard, out of the picture. All the stuff that I guess we imagine the future to look like from when we were young to having people portrayed in movies and TV shows. I don't think it's gonna look like that. It might look just as normal as it does now. There's gonna be new stores that we never heard of, new faces you've never seen, new music you probably were like, wow, what is this? But it's probably still gonna look as regular as it does now. Unless for some way out there, somebody is gonna make it happen. Somebody probably will get the flying car. Will I be around to see it? Probably not. But if I am, y'all be the first to know. Y'all be the first to know. I'll make a whole session about it. The flying car and all the things that's coming out that's supposed to be futuristic. I'll let y'all know. But for all those who are thinking about doing it, make it happen because I believe in y'all. And I kind of low-key want one. So if you're out there thinking about, let me create this future car, if you make it happen, if you got it, if you're able to do it, send me one. I'll send y'all the address and everything. But I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of that new futuristic lifestyle. Yeah, in terms of like jobs and school and all those, I guess, educational systems, I can't even tell you. I'm not even gonna say like I have high hopes for that because again, if you're in tune with what's going on in the world, education system basically plummeting. Kids don't even know how to read. They barely know how to write. They can't even do simple math. It's looking like they got ChatGPT and every AI system known to man to do everything for them. AI has become a hindrance on younger kids. I would say it probably hindrance on my generation as well, but I mean, like, we don't take advantage of it like that. Younger generation, they were like weaved into it. That's all they know. But all I can say is that I hope that somebody out there is like, I can't continue to let this happen. I need to change this. And they find a way to keep the education system going because it's looking quite ridiculous. To those who want to stay in college and go on and get your master's and your PhD and all things, like you want to have multiple degrees, props to you. I'm sure it probably will pay off in terms of like your job, your career. People who like me who just get the degree, we're gonna have to struggle a little bit. Because again, what I've heard is like having a degree in college is about the same as having a degree in high school. There's no difference. Y'all on the same plane in some cases. And most people want the experience, but you can't have the experience without having the job. But you can't get the job because you don't have the degree. And if you go to school, you can't work. And it's just like a whole zigzag domino effect of you can't do it. Basically, they're trying to stop us from being top dogs. If you let them do that, it's game over. I gotta push through. You right here. I'm talking to you. If they say you can't do it, just tell them what. You got it, and you won't do it. And that's the good. Forget what the haters say. Use those haters as motivators. That's a bar. That also could be merch. Just let me know if y'all want some, because your boy's thinking. You see? You got it, yeah, I believe some things could be, well, it could go positive. I could see a change in a lot of things for the better of, us people. But then again, I also see like the very harsh negatives because it's been negative. The world has seemed to just forget so much of everything. Like people have become like meaner, more ungrateful, more just negative throughout the years. And I just feel like if that continues on, then what more can you say? The future is not looking very bright if things like this continue. But being me, I want to continue to push the motive of positivity through and through. And I want y'all to remember that. I want y'all to keep it in your mindset. Write it down, keep it in your phone, repeat it, whatever the case is. Keep that motto of positivity through and through because if you're positive, you can spread the positivity to somebody else who needs it. And that way, the world itself can just remain positive. Because I swear to you, right here, right now, negativity is like a tidal wave. Basically, a tsunami. Once the negativity starts, it's very hard to stop it. It's very hard, especially if one person continues to push the negativity to the masses, negativity all throughout the world. And I know people out there, you're negative because you want to be, because you just hate everything else in the world, or because somebody else influenced you to be that negative. Whether it be from your youth to now, somebody else affected your mood to make you feel negative. But instead of fighting that, you choose to just roll with it. You roll with the negativity, you continue to push it out to everybody else, and that's just a horrible mindset. Because we're not supposed to be negative. We're supposed to be wonderful, kind, hard-spirited people. That's how we're supposed to be. Of course, things happen. People go different directions. Things occur. And some people fall off that line of good, and it's hard to get back on there. But it can happen. I just want y'all to remember the motto of positivity through and through because it only takes one, it only takes one to make a change. If that one person remains positive and then spread it to another and then to the other and then to the other and then everybody just spreads it to everybody, positivity is just in the air. And that's what we like to see here. Positivity. We're not with the haters. I think, it's going to be a real questionable situation, but it's going to be, I guess, an experience that I guess we all got to experience together of what the future holds. I would love to say that the future is guaranteed brightness and is going to be the best that it's ever been. But I can't say that for sure. I can't really be as, how do I say it? What's a word? There's a word. I can't say the word. It's going to come to me. But there's a specific word for keeping the positivity. Optimistic. There we go. I can't be as optimistic for everybody because I don't know everybody. I don't know everybody's situation. I don't know how everybody else is looking at their future, how they want their future to go. Some people might not even be thinking optimistic at all. Some people might be thinking very treacherous, devious behaviors. And we don't need that. But yeah, I'd like to believe in hope. In hope that the future is good. It's going to be wonderful for everybody. That it's going to be better than right now in this current day. I'm hoping and believing that Earth is going to do a 360. That 360 is gonna change. Is gonna cause some people to really rethink their mindsets and really believe in a better Earth, a better future. But I never know. I have no clue. Unless one of y'all out there are some time travelers. If you are a time traveler and you know for sure how the future is going to turn up, I would think you want that to not happen. So, spread the message of what's to come to all the people. Even if they think you're crazy, keep pushing that motto because somebody might out there really believe you and they may be willing to help you change whatever else is going on. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak out. Only for change to happen is if someone is how do I say, courageous enough to not care about what everybody else got to say. If you believe in what you believe in, say it wholeheartedly. Who cares what everybody else says? You are your number one supporter. You are your number one hero. In order for things to change, you got to be willing to speak up without a doubt. You got to be able to say what you got to say no matter what the repercussions. Because how else would anything happen? How else would change occur? You know, nothing is going to be different unless you speak up. So yeah, my time travelers out there, if you know what happened to me, give me some insight so I can just, I guess, keep that ball rolling. Unless it's negative. We don't want no negativity out here. Only positive vibes. But yeah, my time travelers, if you're watching this, you know who you are. Share the message. Spread the awareness. Keep people involved with what's to come. You know, let them know, like, if they don't do this, this is the outcome. Somebody out there will believe you. Because I know people are going to look at you like you're crazy. And, you know what? That's what I can say. But yeah. Future is the future. It's a wild situation. You know, every day, I guess, or every other day that we continue to wake up, so that's the future in itself. Tomorrow is the future. And who knows what happens. All we know is that we can just hope for positive vibes and hope that it's better than the day before. So if you're out there listening now and you're thinking, my future is going to suck, do you really believe that? Or are you just saying that because of everything else? You're in control of your future. You're the one who dictates what happens. If you think it's going to suck, then do whatever you can in your power to make sure it doesn't suck. If you think it's just going to be bad, it's just going to be very unfortunate, make it very not unfortunate. Bring in some fortune. You know, you are the one behind what goes on in your future. You're the one that dictates what happens. You are your own storyteller, shall I say. So if you want your story to end a certain way, make it happen. Even if the haters say it's impossible. Because what do we use haters for? Motivation. Haters, they motivate. They motivate us to continue to push through, because who cares about what haters got to say? Nothing. Use that as fuel, because what are we? We're our own cheerleaders. We're our own supporters. Again, I support you on whatever you got to do. As long as you're pushing the motto of positivity through and through, then your boys got your back. You never got to worry about me and whether or not I'm there with you. Positivity, we'll win through. But yeah, futures is, again, I think might be just scared because of everything that's going on right now. Since the new year, it's looked very upside down, round and around, but never on a straight path of just good things. So if you're out there wanting things to change, make it change. Make things be different. Because I believe in you. And I believe that only the future, it's just like, it's a coin flip, whether it be good or bad. And I want it to be good. You hear me? I'm pushing for good. I hope y'all are doing the same. But right now, it's not looking very fortunate. It's not looking very, very blissful, just because of everything. And if you're not tuned in with what's going on in the world, y'all should do so. Take a step back. Pick up that newspaper. Read that mail. Read that newsletter. All the things that's going on in the world, I want y'all to be aware. Just because I'm aware. And I'm aware for a good reason. I'm aware because I only know what I know in the realms of me and my life. I don't know what's going on outside of me and my small bubble. But in order to stay in tune, you gotta be able to pick up that newspaper or watch that news, that newscast, that news channel, that news radio station. Like, you gotta be able to listen and be aware. As I think you all should be aware. Because, again, there's nothing wrong with having knowledge. Especially knowledge that you think may not pertain to you, but in some slight effect could affect you. Yeah. It could somewhat make a difference in your life, but you won't know unless you are aware. You stay tuned. If you peep game and lock in, So yeah, again, take that time, listen to that news. As boring as you may think, as crazy as you might not want to sit down and listen, it's good. It's efficient. It's effective for you and your future, as well as you pushing out whatever you want to push out for the future of you. If you're afraid of doing something in the future because you're afraid of the hate or the feedback or whatever you're gonna get from it, who cares? Who cares? Let those haters hate. Because at the end of the day, if you believe you can do something good, then do it. If you believe that you're gonna shine bright like a diamond, as Rihanna said, then do it. Whatever it is, ooh, bit my tongue. Whatever it is, if you feel as though you're gonna be great at it, if you feel as though you're gonna succeed and you're gonna do wonderful jobs helping people around the world, whatever whatever it is, do it. Because again, you are your own storyteller. You're also your own. How can I say? You're also your number one supporter, but also you can also be your number one hater. And instead of spreading hate to yourself and everybody else, it's time to spread some positivity. It's time for you to stop being afraid. It's time for you to lock in. It's time for you to do what you got to do. You, right there. I know you're listening. I know you're looking like, what is he talking about? But I know everybody out there, we got our dreams and our passions, all the things we want to do for the future of ourselves. And in order for them to come true, you got to stop hating. You got to stop beating up on ourselves and being afraid of what's to come. Just do it. Just take that chance. Take that leap of faith. Because you never know. You'll never know whether or not it blows up, whether or not you're successful, whether or not it's a big hit. And if it fails, at least you'll know that you tried it, just didn't work out. But then again, you won't know unless you do. You hear me? Don't be afraid to do. Just do it. But yeah, I like to have high hopes for the future. I hope you guys keep that same mindset for the future. Have high hopes. Because we got it. Somebody out there got to keep the mindset positive. Because I know a lot of us are just hating how things are. And we can't continue to spread the hate. Yeah. Love to hear you guys. I would love to hear what you guys have going on in your futures. Leave a comment. Tell me about it. Maybe I can even give you some advice on some of the stuff that you might be afraid of. Maybe I can give you some insight. Who knows? But don't be afraid, Talk to me. Let me hear what y'all got on your minds. And again, we're all positivity. We're all love here on this channel. So, what's the motto? Let's say it again. Positivity through and through. And I love y'all. Peace.